dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into a question that's been buzzing around everywhere, hasn't it?
It really has.
Causing excitement, maybe some nervousness too. Will AI take your job?
Yeah, that's the big one. It feels very personal for a lot of people.
Absolutely. And the discussions, well, they can swing wildly. But we're aiming for something different here. We want the informed truth.
Right. Cut through the noise a bit.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack this, drawing insights from a really interesting source we looked at, navigating AI, job security, and future work.
And it kicks off with a great point, suggesting the answer isn't simple.
Right. It says the short answer is kind of both yes and no.
That yes and no frame is so important, I think, because it immediately acknowledges the complexity.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's natural to feel anxious or curious, or maybe a mix of both about AI's impact. So in this deep dive, we really want to give you a clear, balanced view on how AI is genuinely reshaping things.
Moving beyond just the headlines.
Precisely. To get a more pragmatic understanding, because like our source suggests, it's definitely not a simple story.
Okay, let's do it. So maybe we tackle the yes part first. Because let's be honest, AI is already changing certain jobs.
It absolutely is.
It's not some far-off thing. For some roles, it's happening right now.
Yeah, and what's striking is just how fast AI has gotten good at certain tasks.
Mm-hmm.
The repetitive stuff.
Like what specifically?
Well, the source points directly to things like data entry and basic customer support. That's where AI is already making big inroads.
Okay.
But think about finance, for example. AI can churn through thousands of mortgage applications, checking details, flagging issues faster, and frankly, often more accurately than humans could.
Right, or customer service.
Definitely.
Right.
Those initial chats, the simple questions, increasingly handled by chatbots, by virtual agents, which then, ideally, frees up the human agents for the trickier problems.
Mm-hmm.
And these aren't just niche examples. It shows a real pattern, a shift happening across industries.
And it's not purely about doing it faster or with fewer mistakes, is it? I mean, what else pushes companies towards using AI for these jobs? Is it all just saving money?
That's a really good point. Cost efficiency is definitely a big driver, no question. I mean, a machine works 24/7, doesn't need coffee breaks,
Right.
but there's more to it. Think about scale. AI systems can handle huge swings in workload without, performance dipping. They maintain a consistent standard.
Which is harder with human teams.
Much harder, especially at scale. And yeah, this directly impacts those traditional roles. We call it job displacement. If a job is very structured, very predictable, rule-based, it's just more vulnerable.
So it forces a rethink about where human skills really add value in those processes.
Exactly. It forces that reevaluation. So the takeaway for you listening is probably if your job mainly involves tasks that are repetitive and don't need complex judgment or, that human touch,
Then it's worth thinking about.
it's definitely wise to consider how AI might change things.
Yeah.
Whether it augments it or potentially replaces parts of it.
Okay, so that's the yes. That's the part that understandably makes people a bit uneasy, maybe pushes them to think about their career trajectory. But this is where it gets really interesting, isn't it? This is the no side of the equation.
Right.
Because the source isn't all doom and gloom. It talks about a whole new landscape of jobs opening up. AI isn't just taking away, it's creating.
That's such a critical point, and honestly, it often gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, the scary headlines grab more attention.
They do. But our source is clear. Entirely new job categories are popping up because of AI. It literally mentions AI trainers, prompt engineers, and consultants.
Prompt engineer. I find that one fascinating.
You too.
If you'd said that title 5 years ago, people would have looked at you blankly. Now it's a real thing and in demand.
Totally.
So can you maybe unpack these roles a bit? What do they actually do? And maybe tackle a myth. Do you need to be some kind of coding genius for these AI jobs?
Great question. And no, absolutely not. That's a common worry. Sure, some AI roles need deep tech skills, coding, machine learning theory, all that. But many of these new ones, especially something like prompt engineering, it's much more about language, logic, creativity.
Not just code.
Not just code at all. An AI trainer, for instance, helps refine the AI models. They teach it, guide it, make sure its outputs are accurate and sort of appropriate. They're shaping the AI's intelligence.
So human guidance is key.
Crucial. Then you have the prompt engineer. They basically master talking to AI. They craft really precise instructions, the prompts, to get the best possible results from, say, a language model or an image generator.
Like being a good communicator, but with a machine.
Exactly. It's bridging human intention and AI capability using language.
Hmm.
And AI consultants, they help businesses figure out how to actually use AI strategically, integrate it effectively.
So looking at the bigger picture, it shows how adaptable we are.
It really does. These roles show a huge shift. Work is becoming less about competing against AI,
And more about,
more about understanding it, guiding it, managing it. It's human-AI collaboration.
yeah.
We bring the context, the creativity, the ethics. The AI brings the processing power, the speed.
That feels like a much more positive way to look at it. Not us versus them, but us with them.
Precisely.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you listening, for your career, your future plans? Our source points to a really key strategy, almost like a secret weapon for navigating all this.
Yes, and this is probably the core piece of advice, I think. It applies almost everywhere.
What is it?
The strategy is learn how to use AI, not compete against it.
Simple but powerful.
It really is. It marks a huge shift in thinking. Traditional automation often just meant replacing people.
Right.
But with modern AI, especially generative AI, the focus is much more on augmentation,
Augmentation, meaning,
meaning using AI as a tool to extend your capabilities, to make you more productive, maybe more creative, definitely more efficient.
okay, so instead of thinking, oh no, AI can do part X of my job, the thought becomes, okay, how can I use AI to help me do part X better or faster? Or maybe tackle something new I couldn't before.
Exactly. That's the mindset shift. It gives you a strategic edge, almost like a superpower if you embrace it. It's proactive.
Can you give an example, like for different jobs?
Sure. Think about a graphic designer. Maybe they use AI to quickly generate a bunch of initial concepts or color variations.
Oh.
That frees them up to focus on the overall creative direction the client's needs.
Okay. Or a lawyer.
A lawyer might use AI to analyze massive amounts of case documents in minutes, finding relevant precedents that used to take hours or days.
Right. And for maybe someone listening in a more general office role.
For you, it might be using AI to summarize long reports instantly,
Gig.
or draft initial versions of emails or presentations. That gives you back valuable time for strategic thinking, for the stuff that requires deeper human insight.
So it's about delegating the grunt work almost.
Kind of, yeah. It's about being proactive, adopting that augmentation mindset. Our source says this is how you stay future-proof.
Future-proof. I like that.
It means looking at your own job, identifying those repetitive bits AI could handle, and then figuring out how to make AI do them for you so you can focus on the higher level stuff.
Becoming an AI orchestrator, you said.
Yeah, I like that term. Orchestrator, not competitor. And this raises a really practical question for everyone listening. What does learning how to use AI actually look like for you in your field?
Right. It'll be different for everyone.
Totally. It might mean taking an online course on AI basics, or just experimenting with free AI tools in your daily workflow, or maybe even pushing for AI adoption within your team or company. The key is active engagement.
That feels much more empowering. It's not about becoming a coder necessarily,
Not at all.
but about understanding what AI can do and how to direct it effectively, making it your co-pilot, like you said, not your replacement.
Exactly. That puts the control back in your hands, doesn't it? It's about adapting and thriving, not just watching things happen.
Okay, so let's start to wrap this up. As we finish this deep dive, let's circle back to that big question.
Will AI take my job?
Yeah. What we've found, digging into our source, is that the impact is complex, isn't it? It's taking and creating jobs.
Definitely both sides.
It's not a simple yes or no. It's more like an invitation to evolve. And the key takeaway, the question the source really wants you to ponder is, instead of asking, will AI take my job? Ask, how can I work with AI to get ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Holding on to that proactive mindset, that seems like the most powerful tool you can have right now.
I completely agree. And that shift in questioning, I think, points to the real challenge and the biggest opportunity. It goes beyond just learning the tools.
How so?
Well, it's about constantly rethinking what human value looks like as technology advances. It's pushing past just job security, exploring new kinds of creativity, complex problem solving, critical thinking, empathy, the things AI, at least right now, can't really replicate.
Doubling down on being human, essentially.
Exactly. Real future-proofing might not just be mastering the tech, but deepening those uniquely human skills. So the question to really chew on for your own path is, what new things become possible for us, for human potential, when AI takes care of the routine stuff?
Wow. That's a powerful thought to end on. It really makes you think differently about your own work and skills, doesn't it?
Hopefully.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We hope these insights help you navigate and maybe even get excited about the evolving world of work.
Yeah, definitely worth exploring.
So take that question with you. How can I work with AI to get ahead and see where it leads? We'll catch you next time for another deep dive.